Welcome back to the ePapery channel. This is Michael, Erin's mom. A little while ago, I sent some of our new digitals, Erin's garden collage collection, along with some of the other embellishments that I make, to Gail Agostinelli and Edith over at Scrapbooking with Me. And when I sent them, I sent my little note along in a little angle fold out folder. So I don't have one done at the moment, but I do have the base ready to go here, and I'm going to make one today to put in the journal that I'm making with the antique and black digi collection. I have to say that this is not my idea. I saw this on Rose Lane Vintage Designs. It's Judy over there, and I will have Erin link her channel for you so you can see how she did it. I'm changing it very slightly, but she's got a lot of really nice videos over there, so go on over there and take a look. So let's get started. First of all, you take a piece. Now this is not a heavy cardstock. Weight-wise, I'm not sure what it is, but and I cut it in. It's 8.5 by 8.5 square. Okay, and what I did. Well, first of all, the slight change that I'm doing on this now, I didn't do it on the one that I sent to Gail, but I took and I cut off the top point. So I just put it in my, cutter, and I just sliced off the top point to make it look more like a tag. Okay. And then what I did is I put it in my scoreboard, and trying to keep it as straight as possible here. I have the tip of it on the 0 line here for scoring, and I went in 4 inches and I scored. Okay, and then I turned it around and I did the exact same thing on the other side. I didn't cut this point off, however, so I went in again to put the point on 0, scored again. Now after you're done doing that, then you take and fold and burnish your 2 points here. Okay. Then what I did is I took my scoreboard again, and this time I put my point on 0 and I scored at 2 inches. Okay. Then I took that score mark in, again starting at 0, and scored at 2 1/8. Okay, and then burnish that down like that, and then fold the corner down and burnish that. And that basically is the whole thing. And what it is, when you take it out and finish it, you can decorate it however you want. What I did is I decorated it, and then when I was done, I put a paper clip here to hold this together. And that's when you put it on a page in your journal, you can put it in there, and then, sorry, didn't have that out. You can put it in here like this if you want. You can, glue it down this side and down here if you wanted to, and make a tuck here, or do it the other way and make a tuck here, or you could just glue the 2 sides down here and put another pocket behind if you wanted to, or you can just leave it clipped in your journal. Just clip it in like that. But basically what it does is it gives you all this space in here for journaling. So that is how it's done. It's not that difficult. Thank you very much, Judy. So what I I'm going to do here is decorate this slightly. I'm not going to do a whole lot. And so what I decided to do is I'm going to put this paper. Now these papers are all from Erin's Antique and Black collection. So I've got this paper here that I cut. I don't measure anything, frankly. So basically what I do is, you know, I just put my paper down and mark it and then cut it. So I'm not very good at doing the whole measuring thing. But so I've already inked this. I used the black soot. So I already inked that part. So I'm just going to glue it down. You could sew this if you wanted to. I don't think that I'm going to. I don't know that, you know, especially if you're using your glue, which, as Edith says, I can't drive straight. And if you've got it close enough to the edges, you should be okay without gluing. And as you all know, when you've got art glitter glue, you got to get it placed right the first time, or you're not going to be able to. Okay, get it back up again, because once it's down, it's down. And then I'm going to take this and just burnish it down to make sure that all the edges are going to stay. So that's what I'm doing on that part. On the point here, when I fold it back down, I have this piece that I'm going to stick on there, like that. And then, oh dear, I lost my other piece. There it is. Okay. I have this piece, which I'm going to put here for another little secret type journaling spot. And again, if you want to make sure that it fits perfectly, I just take it and lay it on the paper, trace around it, and cut it out. So, and again, I inked this in black soot. So let's see if I can get this on here straight. Now you want to stay away from the fold a little bit to make sure that's going to fold up nicely for you. And if you're off a little bit, you can always trim it up. I think I just squished my corner here. Oh well. There. So here I got it off a little. Well, I'm just going to trim it up. Junk journaling doesn't have to be perfect, although it could have been a little better than that. Okay, so that's that part. And then for this part, I am going to decorate these two flaps. So what I did on those is, and you can have it go whichever way you want. You got to make sure that your point isn't going over top of your score line. But you can do it that way, so it opens from left or right, whichever way you want it. I think this is what I decided to do. Is I took this, which is an entire one of the pages from the kit, and I decided I wanted part of this on there. So I basically took this and kind of put it over where I thought I wanted it. What I did actually is I held it up to the light so I could kind of see through it to see, what was going to be where. So that's what I did. And then I just took my pencil, which I seem to have lost, and I just traced around that. Because I wanted that rose a little bit closer, I've got kind of a little piece of this side that's going to go off. So what I'm going to do now is just basically cut that out. I'm going to do it with a pair of scissors, which at my age, you never know. And the other day I had a pair of scissors out and was doing something, and my 5-year-old grandson looked at me because I was kind of walking fast, and he said, "Grandma, don't you know you're not supposed to run with scissors?" So, little smarty. For some reason, he has decided he likes scissors. He doesn't know. So he keeps taking him up, sneaking him up to his room. I'm like, okay, Liam, not going to do that. So this is kind of what I'm winding up with here to go on that side. And on this side, I did the exact same thing, except that I think I did it upside down. Oh well. When I did it. Okay, so you're just going to take your paper there and just trace around it. I don't play a musical instrument, so I have no idea if these lines are the right way or if these notes are the right way up or whatever. Have to talk to Erin about that, I guess. She's very good at that. I'm not. She, along with being an artist, she also plays the violin and has a beautiful singing voice. So she would know. Me, I don't. Okay, now I did kind of a dumb thing here, and I forgot to cut off the white on there, but I'm going to be inking around anyway, so I don't know that that's going to cause a problem. Most of it's going to be covered up anyway when you fold this up. So now that I have my two pieces here, I think I will go ahead and place those on. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Which way? Yep. This one goes here. As you can tell, I'm not used to doing videos when I'm making something. I stumble with a lot of things. Like I said before, I make a lot of errors. I figure out how to fix them. I think that's what most crafters do. And if you think you need to be perfect, then I am not the crafter for you to watch. Because I am not. Which is one of the things I like about crafting, is that most of the time you don't have to be perfect. I mean, some things it pays to be a little bit more perfect. But if you're sewing a dress, that's one thing. But now, I cut this piece, the entire triangle here, even though this one part of it is going to be folded down. And again, try and stay away from the and again, I didn't get it very straight, but and of course I don't have my rag here to wipe up my glue. So, as you can see, I didn't do a very good job of that. So I'm just going to take this and cut it. This is how you get your Timmy scissors all, all full of glue and stuff. There. Get off my finger. Okay. So there's that one side. Burnish it down a little bit to make sure that it's all down. Okay. So next, well, look at that. I glued a little piece on the back. Okay, so we will try this. I'm trying to think of any other stories I can tell you. You know, Gail and Edith always have stories to tell. My life is pretty boring, so I don't have a whole lot to... Just my grandchildren is about all the fun in my life I have. But I am so grateful that I have the chance to spend some time with them. I think I'm going to kind of aim for putting the center down first and do it that way. I don't know. There. Okay. There. Okay. Now, as far as the inside goes, here we're going to fold this back up so you can see I had paper there too, so I'm going to burnish that a little bit. And then it's going to fold up like this. And this part here will fold back up on itself and come down like this. Okay, so then you have a pocket here, a pocket here. You could put it in your journal and put a pocket here, a tuck spot on either side. And then this opens up and you can have your little writing spot there. So I'm going to take and glue that little spot down there that I forgot to do earlier. Oh my goodness, I can't drive glue a day at all. Okay. Okay. Make sure we got it in the right place here. There we go. And burnish it down. If there's a little paper sticking out, you can cut it off. I didn't do too bad there, although this part I had it too close. So we will cut that off. I tell you to watch what you're doing as far as that fold line, and then I don't do it. There. That's better. Okay. So there it is. So that's basically it. Judy left the point on hers, and I did when I sent it to Gail and Edith, but I decided I wanted to take that point off to make it look like a tag. So now you're basically left with the inside to write on. Now you can cover this with paper if you want, or you can just leave it the way it is for people to journal on. This is, you know, a light enough color. I think what I might do is, and I think I had a piece of paper here somewhere that I knock over the glue. The bumbling crafter. How many of us are there? Okay, so I had already done this. I was going to do it with the point on. So now what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm just going to glue this on there. I'm going to have this in the middle only because of the fact that when you close it, you're going to see this, and I wanted something maybe a little bit more colorful there. So I am going to put that down. I am going to gunk all over my scissors. Cut this down. I have pencil marks here, so I'm not just freehanding this. I'm not certainly not good enough to do that. So then, and I will cut the rest of this off when I let's see how this is going to go. Is that going to work? Yeah, okay. And then this, I'm just kind of folding this up, and then I will take my cutter and cut it off. Okay, extra scraps to do something with. Okay, so this is going to go right here. After I get it on there, I will just go and cut the top spot off of there to make it look more like a tag. So I'm not going to go all the way down there because we're going to cut that off anyway. Okay. This is a really nice kit because it is so neutral. You know, you could use it in conjunction with a lot of the other kits. Hope that I got that in the right spot there, close enough. Okay, where is, I lost my rag again. Goodness gracious. Okay, yeah, see, I've got it off a little bit, but we get that glue all spread out. Yeah, that fits. Looks like this needs to have a little bit more in it. Okay, then I will turn it around to the back, and I will cut it where I had originally done it. Now this one I had a little bit that shows there, but we're going to ink that anyway, so you're probably not going to see that. So now you're basically left with inking and putting any other kind of decoration on it that you want. I'm not exactly sure. I might put a Tim Holtz person somewhere, but what would I like? Anything in particular? This would be cute. Isn't he cute? But I'm going to put the flower there to, I'm not so sure if that'll work, but that's cute. Might want to put something behind her a little bit though, so she kind of sticks out a little bit better. She's adorable too. They're all cute. I kind of like this one though. So I think I'm going to ink around her with Vintage Photo. Just to get rid of the white on her. There you go, sweetie. You're so cute. Okay, I want something behind her. What do I want? Hang on. I, of course, left all my lace and stuff over here instead of where I could actually get to it. So I don't really like that either. I wonder what happened if I... This is some kind of almost paper kind of backing that tears very easily and leaves a like a raw type edge. It's more white than I'd really like to have it, but I think, let's see what happens if I stick that there. I think what I will do is just take my my Vintage Photo here and just kind of smear it around there a little bit. I have cheesecloth someplace, but I don't know where it is at the moment. And my craft room is not as organized as Erin's, so if you didn't have a chance to go over and see Erin's craft room with the way she's reorganized it, please do that. I think she did a good job. What I want to know is how come she decided to organize it now after I stopped living with her. Why didn't she organize it like that when I was there? Probably because she didn't want Mom using her stuff. Yeah, I lived with them for well, my husband and I lived with them for the first year of the COVID, and then now we're at the other daughters. So, okay. I think that's probably okay, but then I want to put like a label or a stamp or something there. I'm not real sure. Okay, well, you got the gist of this, I think. I think what I'll probably do is stop here in a minute, and then what I will do is I will finish this up. Kind of scrunch that a little bit, maybe. Give it a little bit more texture. And then I can come back on and show you what the finished one looks like. Probably a little boring I am, but I'm also not as good at decorating things as Erin is, so. And we have like totally different tastes as far as I'm more subdued and vintage kind of things, and Erin is very eclectic. She kind of will do whatever she wants. She's been that way since she was little. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I think I will look for a label. I'm sure we have one in her kit somewhere. I will put that on there. I'm going to, I think, just ink around with the black soot on this, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this, and like I said, go over to Judy's channel and watch what she did. She might explain it a lot better than than I just did, but somebody had requested that, you know, we kind of do this, so I said okay. Again, thank you all for stopping by today, and thank you for purchasing things from our shop. We really appreciate it, and we will see you again soon. Bye.